A tiny, shivering figure with pointy quills stood at the door, his whiskers trembling. The winter storm, it was too strong. The dam is broken, and the water is rising fast. Our homes will be flooded if we don't fix it. A big, fluffy orange cat blinked his bright green eyes. A broken dam. Oh, that sounds serious. From behind a cushion, a tiny dark navy mouse peeked out, his nose twitching. Flooded. That sounds very, very wet and scary. A flash of yellow and pink landed softly on the windowsill. Don't you worry, Sousou, we can help. A problem is just a puzzle waiting to be solved, the orange cat, Mishou puffed out his chest. Lola's right, we're a team. Let's go fix that dam. He gave the nervous little mouse a gentle nudge. It'll be an adventure. The hedgehog led them out into the chilly air. A strong wind whistled through the bare trees, making Sousou's ears flap. He squeaked and tried to hide behind Mishou's paws. The ground was slick with mud, and Mishou almost did a full pirouette before catching his balance. Oh, slippery, he laughed, shaking a muddy paw. Lola soared ahead, her colorful wings a beacon against the gray sky. Watch out for that big branch, and step on the mossy patches. They're not as slippery, she called down, her voice a cheerful chirp as they got closer to the river. The sound of rushing water grew louder. The path was littered with twigs and fallen leaves. Sousou stumbled over a small rock and let out a tiny yelp. Mishou turned and waited, purring loudly. It's okay, little buddy. Just one step at a time, see? Like this. He took an exaggerated, careful step, making Sousou giggle. Finally, they saw it. A huge gap in the wall of mud and sticks with water pouring through. The hedgehog wrung his little paws. See, it's getting worse. Lola landed on a nearby tree. All right, team. Let's get to work, Mishou. You're strong. We need you to move those big flat stones over there. Mishou flexed his paws. You got it. He began nudging and pushing the heavy stones toward the gap, grunting with effort. One stone got stuck in the mud, and he slid right into a puddle with a splash. He came up dripping, but grinned. Just a little bath. Sousou shivered, watching the gushing water. It's so fast! Lola flew down and landed beside him, nudging him with her wing. You're our little expert, Sousou. We need you to find the smallest holes. Your eyes are the sharpest. Feeling a bit braver, Sousou crept forward. He pointed with a tiny claw. There. And there, the water is squirting through. Great job, Lola chirped. Now we need to plug those little leaks. Let's gather some moss and twigs. They work like a well-oiled machine. Mishou heaved the big stones into place, creating a new foundation. Sousou, now feeling very important, scurried back and forth, pointing out the tiniest cracks that no one else could see. Lola directed them, flying high to get a better view. A little to the left, Mishou. Sousou, we need a bundle of sticks for that spot by the bottom. Mishou had a clever idea. He found a long, sturdy branch and used it as a lever to roll an extra-large rock into the biggest hole. Ta-da, my own invention, he declared proudly. They packed mud and moss into the gaps. Sousou, no longer scared, was a master at wedging tiny pebbles into the smallest fissures. Mishou's orange fur was now more brown than orange. But his spirits were high. He'd occasionally stop to purr encouragement at Sousou or give Lola thumbs up with his paw. Slowly but surely, the gush of water turned into a trickle, and then into a few drips. Finally, it stopped. The dam was whole again. The river flowed calmly on its proper course. The hedgehog looked at their work, his eyes wide with gratitude. You did it! You saved our homes! Thank you so much. Lola landed on Mishou's head, preening her vibrant feathers. We did it together. Mishou looked at Sousou, who was puffing out his chest. You were the bravest one of all, little friend. Sousou beamed, his fear completely forgotten. We're a great team. They stood there, muddy and tired, but filled with a warm, happy glow. They had faced the challenge and won. As they headed home, Mishou, Sousou, and Lola chattered excitedly, already planning their next adventure. Proving that even the biggest problems can be solved with a little teamwork and a lot of heart.